Hi, this is Lisa Somerville for Divinity Designs. Today I'm here to share with you the release for August 2025. This month we are releasing one stamp set, one custom die, 4 paper pad collections, and 1 paper die duo. Now let's take a closer look at the products found in the August 2025 release. First, we have the stamp set Forever Friends. This is a clear stamp set that contains 7 stamps. Remember, when using clear stamps, it is important to condition your stamps prior to using. This will help remove any film or residue that might be left on the stamp and ensures a nice crisp image when stamping. Next, we have the custom die Sunflower Layering Combo 2. This is a set of 7. You'll die cut and layer all dies to create the dimensional sunflower. Please note on the packaging, layers 5 and 6 are reversed. We apologize for this error. Here you can see a completed sunflower that was die cut and adhered together. And here you can see all the die cut pieces from cardstock. Here's layer 1 and 2, 3 and 4, layers 5 and 6, and the solid layer 7. Again, it's best when using this die set to die cut and layer all dies together. Here's layers 3, 4, 6, and 7, 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7, 2, 3, and 7, 1, 2, 3, and 7, and again layers 1 through 7 adhere together to create the dimensional sunflower. Now let's take a look at the beautiful papers found in the August 2025 release. First, we have our card front paper pads. We have 2 different A2 card front paper pads and a square card front paper pad. The stained glass sunflower square card fronts coordinates with the square card base with layer in our square die sets. This contains 36 designer papers, 5 sheets of each design. You can use a layering die from the square card base with layer die set to die cut these card fronts. Here you can see the card front die cut using the layering die and then adhered to the base card. To add a pop of color between the layer panel and the base card, you can use one of our square die sets. Now let's move on to the A2 card fronts. We have the Vintage Sunflowers A2 card fronts and the Stained Glass Sunflower Scenes A2 card fronts. The Vintage Sunflowers A2 card fronts contains 36 designer papers, 6 sheets of each design. It coordinates with the A2 portrait card base with layer die set. The card fronts may be die cut using the layering die. The Stained Glass Sunflower Scenes A2 card fronts contains 32 designer papers, 8 sheets of each design. This coordinates with the A2 landscape card base with layer die set. The card fronts may be die cut using the layering die. Again, to die cut our card fronts, you'll use the coordinating layering die from the card base. Shown here is the layering die from the A2 portrait card base with layer die set. You'll simply center the die over the beautiful pre-printed paper, use removable tape to hold the die in place, then die cut and emboss following the directions for your die cutting machine. Embossing the die will bring out the detail of the die. And here you can see the beautiful die cut and emboss panels using the beautiful vintage sunflowers A2 card fronts. Here you can see the die cut and emboss panel on an A2 portrait card base. And here you can see by adding the banding rectangle, it adds a pop of color between the layer panel and the base card. You can also use our embossing folders to add added dimension to the beautiful pre-printed papers. And when using the stained glass sunflower scenes A2 card fronts, you'll use the layer die from the A2 landscape card base with layer die set to die cut these beautiful pre-printed papers. Here you can see the beautiful paper was die cut using the layer die and then adhered to the base card. And here you can see the matting rectangle was added for a pop of color between the layer panel and the base card. You can also use some of our frame dies to change the look of the beautiful papers. And next we have our paper die duo in refill paper pad. The Sunflower Gnomes Paper Die Duo contains 12 Sunflower Gnomes papers, 6x9, 2 groups per paper, and 1 coordinating Sunflower Gnomes die set. To die cut the paper die duos, simply center the die over the pre-printed images, use removable tape to hold the die in place, then die cut following the directions for your die cutting machine. That will leave you the pre-printed die cut gnomes and sunflowers that you can use to embellish your cards, scrapbook pages, or home decor projects. Our paper die duos do have refill paper pads that are sold separately. Please note that the refill paper pads do not contain the die needed to die cut the pre-printed papers. The Sunflower Gnomes refill paper pad contains 12 Sunflower Gnomes papers, 6x9, 2 groups per paper. And last, we have our Sunflower Bookmarks paper pad. It coordinates with the Bookmark Trio and Hummingbird die sets. It also coordinates with the Bookmark Scripture and the Double Diagonal Pockets die set. The Sunflower Bookmarks paper pad contains 72 designs, 6 images of each design. To die cut the beautiful bookmarks, simply take one of the bookmark dies, center it over the pre-printed image, use removable tape to hold the die in place, then die cut following the directions for your die cutting machine. That will leave you the beautiful die cut bookmarks that you can use to embellish your cards, scrapbook pages, or home decor projects. Now let's take a look at some of the projects created by the design team using the August 2025 release along with additional Divinity Designs products. For more inspiration, visit the product pages on our website, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram.